Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Bijay and I'm a Microsoft MVP specialized in SharePoint. In today's video, we are going to discuss how we can invite guest users or external users to Microsoft Teams meetings. If you are new to Microsoft Teams, I'll put a couple of links in the video description. You can have a look at that. So in this video, we will see first option how we can enable the anonymous meeting joining option in the Microsoft Teams Admin Center. And the other option we will see is how we can invite these guest users or external users to Microsoft Teams meetings, and we will see two approaches how we can do that. So now let us see. I'll open my browser here. So I will go to admin.teams.microsoft.com, and if you have not logged in, then it will ask you to log in. But if you have already logged in with your Office 365 credentials, then it will not ask you. Now, if you'll see here, this is your admin center for the Microsoft Teams. And here you can see there is an option which is saying meetings. So click on that and then you can see meeting settings. So once you click on this, then you can see here, there is an option on participants which is saying anonymous user can join a meeting. So as an organization, you might able to disable or enable this. First of all, what is this anonymous users? These are users who are not part of your organization. They will not have an Office 365 license for them. So these are might be they have their own Office 365, or they might not have any subscription in Office 365. They might be simply using any other IDs like Gmail or Hotmail like that. So these are anonymous users and you want them to participate in your meetings. Now Microsoft provides that option that in an organization level, you can also disable that option. So if this option is off here, then you cannot invite of your anonymous users to your meetings. So make sure if you do not see this option, or if you find it that it is not allowing you, then there's a chance that that has been disabled from your enterprise or from your organization. So this is the option where you can enable it. And once you enable this, then you can create a meeting from the browser itself, or if you have installed, then you can also do that. For example, I have a desktop app installed here, Microsoft Teams desktop app, and when you will open it, you will see the option here in the left side, calendar. So when you see the calendar, then anytime you can actually click over anywhere and then it will create a meeting for you. I mean, this will show the option where you can put the details. Let me close it. And the other also you can see here, if you will go to this right corner, new meeting, then schedule meeting. So you will come up with these options. For example, I will say, let's say SPFX meeting or SPFX demo meeting, something like that. And then you can see here, if you want to add the attendees here. Now here is what we want to invite our external users. Let's say I will simply select the Office 365 user. You can see it didn't ask me anything, but if I will select any user, anonymous user, and in this case, if you'll see here, I'm putting my Gmail address, you can see. And once you put this, it is saying invite. So you click on that, then it will take the user. You can see here it took the user, and then you can set the time. You can see here 9 p.m. on this date. And then if you want to add a channel, you can do that, location, or you can put a description here also. For example, I will say let us discuss on the SPFX development, something like that. And this is what is the meeting description that I put, and then you can click on send. So the moment you click on send, you can see the meeting is now here. Anytime you can click on that and you will be able to see also who are there in this meeting. But now, since we have invited one anonymous user, let me log in with my Gmail ID, and then we will see how exactly the email you are receiving. So now you can see here, I logged in with my Gmail, and you can see there is SPFX demo meetings and who are invited. And also there is an option where you can see you can add in to the Google Calendar, and these options are there. You can see the another important thing here is you can see there is an option which is saying join meeting join Microsoft Teams meeting. So this is the option where a user or a guest user, remember this is the guest user because I have not logged in with any Office 365 or anything. This is my Gmail ID that I just opened. So to join the meeting as a guest user, you can click on this and then you will be able to see here. This is the screen that it is asking that if you have a team application is there, you can open it, or you can also option is there where you can continue with this browser. So you can join the meeting from the browser itself. You don't need to install anything. Since I have logged in with the other user in the desktop meeting app, so I'll just cancel it and I will say continue on this browser. And the moment you will do that, you can see here then you can see this is what the user will see this option. So you can enable the video, or you can enable or disable the audio. Like this you can do this, and then you put a name over here. So by default it will not put anything if you have not put anything before. Since I have put something before, then you can see here it is showing me the name. Else you can just put your name and then click on join now. So the moment you say join now, since the meeting is not started, so you can see here when the meeting starts, we'll let people know that you are waiting. So that option you are seeing here because the meeting is not yet started, so someone didn't add you. And there is an option also, it is saying if you are an organization, you can sign in. So which you are not because you are a guest user. Now I'll go to my Microsoft Teams meeting. You can see here, and it is showing me the join option. So I'll click on join. So basically what we did here is we joined the meeting. And so you can click on join now. So you can see here now join the meeting. And when you join the meeting, you can see here first thing it is saying that which the guest user is waiting in the lobby. So you can view the lobby if any other user are there, or you can just click on admit. So once you click on admit, the user will be joined in that particular meeting. So how you can see this? You can see there is an option which is saying show participant, and once you click on that, you can see here this is the user and it is showing that guest user. So this is your guest user, and other one didn't join yet, and you can see these are the person that they are in the meeting. And not only this, you can see here, you can click on this and then you can actually make an attendee. So basically the guest user also you can make an attendee. So once you make an attendee, actually they will be able to share the content, and also they can mute other people, they can remove people, and also they can admit people from the lobby. So if you want this, let's say some user and then you want to give them that permission, then you can just click on change, and now this user become an attendee. And once the user become an attendee, you can make a presenter, and so that they can share your screen if you want. So you can give them that permission. So that's how you can tell your external users that they can share the content if they want. So this is how the user will be able to join the meeting. So the other option that we will see this, but before that, let me just open this, and you can see here the user is there in the meeting, and you can see show participant, and the user will be able to see this kind of screen where the presenter and the attendees like this will be there. Now if you want, you can just go here and you can actually make a presenter. So you can just say that now the guest user now become a presenter. So if you'll actually go to the guest user view, you can see this is the guest user view, and it is saying you are a presenter and you can share the content now. So basically this is the share screen, and then they will click on that and then they will be able to share the screen. That's what you can do. The guest user also can do this. Now this is one way that you can join, or you can invite your guest users. That is one thing. The other thing is, let me just close this meeting. So now you can see here we close the meeting in Teams here. So let me end the meeting. So now you can see here we end the meeting. Now next what we'll do is the other approach how we can invite the guest users is you can click on the meeting. Basically you can see this is the meeting, and this is the meeting joining link. And if you'll right click on this, you can see there's an option which is saying copy link and open link. So let's just copy this link, and I'll open that browser here and I will paste this. So once you paste this, actually will come up to this screen where you can again join from the browser, or you can join through your desktop app. Now this link you can send by email, you can even ping them. So Anyway, you can, if the other users or any user having this link, they can join your team meetings as an anonymous user or as a guest user. So these are the two approaches that users can join Microsoft Team meetings as a guest user or as an anonymous user. In case you are interested for SharePoint training, you can have a look at the training I have. It is a SharePoint development training, and also if you want to check the entire training course bundle, you can see here you can access all 3 courses on this. SharePoint SPFX, I don't know training, Nintex, as SharePoint development training as well. So you can have a look at this training. Now, if you like the video, kindly subscribe to the channel. You'll get a lot of free videos on Office 365, Teams, SPFX, SharePoint. So all these videos you will get. So thank you and have a nice day.